You're such an asshole.
Gonna bang out one video before the old captain could go and try and enjoy his vacation. It's actually sunny out and not freezing balls out there. Hey Cappy, I've been following you since 2012 after coming across your Captain Capitalism blog and reading your book Worthless, which I have recommended to countless aspiring useless degree recipients, all of which declined. Of course. Of course. I've had a rough start to life being raised by a single drug-addicted, dealing father who was unemployed up until I was 15. He is a very local liberal who preaches how corrupt rich people are, yet he had no problem sending his own kids to school without lunches. Well, that's your standard liberal, typical hypocrite. My mother's main contribution to my cause was giving me her family mental illness, type 1 bipolar disorder. Fun stuff. It took 4.5 years to gain lasting mental stability after my initial diagnosis, and during this time, my life was very chaotic and included my own drug use. However, I still managed to become a trade-qualified baker. Not banker, baker, making, pastries and stuff. I also gained a certificate equivalent to finishing high school, again, only just, and I became a regional champion as well as a coach in amateur boxing, soon to be state champion. Awesome. That's good, man. That's great. So you didn't just, well, I have a disease. Everybody help me. You actually went forth, and now you got a great life going on now. Well, I mean, not great, but certainly better than sitting there and moping. Within the next few weeks, I'll finish paying off the remainder of my debt from the chaotic area of my life. However, I have no real savings aside from $30,000 in a superannuation retirement fund, which I can't touch. This is Australia, by the way. My primary focus now is to start building a substantial savings account. I have a full-time job as a baker, which gives me about 800 Australian dollars per week. So that's 3,000, 36. Yeah, that's a livable wage. Unless you're living in Sydney. For the past year, I've been teaching myself programming. I'll be starting a side hustle developing websites for local businesses in my city. I'm currently doing websites for my friends for free for the purpose of getting better. Brilliant! By the end of this year, I'll go into business. I'm not sure how much of a success this will be or even if there's demand for what I'm offering. Well, here's what's great about your business idea. It costs you nothing. I mean, it costs you just the website and the hosting and all that, and then you offer your services. What's also great about it is not only is there there's a little capital investment, but no real risk. You could scale this as fast or as little as you want. So you got your daytime gig going on, you got your side hustle going on. Your side hustle can be scaled. You could do it at night, a little bit of programming here or there, and you'll be able to find out whether or not you're in demand or not. By the end of this year, I'll go into business. I'm not sure or if there is a demand for what I'm offering. There is. And what's great about it, here's another thing, is you can do that anywhere. You can offer your service, your web programming services anywhere. So you could sit in Bali and chill out and program from a beach if you get good enough at it. Now keep in mind that web development, that a lot of people have gone into web development. Even I am capable of programming a shitty website. Go to olderbrother.com and you'll see. But this is all good because it's costing you nothing. You're doing it on your own. It's a mobile trade, digital nomad. This is all good. I have a shitty sports car. Yeah, I know, which is me. How many girls did that get you? The shitty sports car, huh? How many girls did that get you? As long as it says Camaro on it. I don't know. What are the sports cars in Australia? You guys all have different names for the same cars that we have here. Which has maintenance issues that I don't want to pay to fix, so that is currently on the market for a low price just to get rid of it. I will not buy another car afterwards since in my particular situation a car is hardly necessary. Alright, minimalism. This way I won't have to pay for upkeep, insurance, fuel, or registration. I also have private health insurance in case I get injured from boxing and need surgery. Australia has a public health care system, which is great if you need someone to hold a tissue to your nose so you can blow, but for an ACL reconstruction it's about as useless as a nun's twat. I pay $27 per week for this, but I'm going to scrap that too. My medium and long-term plan is to transition from developing websites to developing apps. This will be more difficult than what I have done so far, but I'm a hard worker and have an IQ of 130, perfectly within your capabilities, so I'm confident I will succeed. I've taught myself everything I know about developing websites. I plan to learn how to develop apps the same way. I also have a close friend who is employed in the industry. He's happy to serve as my mentor. What are your thoughts on my plans? Video, please. Thanks. Dude, it's brilliant. It's great. And I'm more impressed with the fact that you had a mental disability and you didn't let it sit you and keep you down. You didn't mope. You came from two shitty parents And you realize that no one is coming to save you, and you have saved yourself. And now, how old are you? Are you 27? What are you? You're in your 20s? You didn't say. I'm going to assume you're still in your 20s. And think about the life that you're going to have ahead of you now, because you made choices and you took it upon yourself to skill up and level up. And now your future is much brighter. And you're not poor. See, I get a lot of requests where it's like, oh, I'm homeless and I had to sleep on this couch and I was living in my car. I'm like, well, where's the job? And oh, I don't have a job. Well, step one, and you got a job as a baker. So you got your daytime gig, you're hustling on the side, you're in a field that is not only in demand, but you can be self-taught. It costs you nothing, very little capital investment, and it's global. You can do it from anywhere. The plan is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I would keep on doing it. You're gonna have to get some training. I like the idea that you're doing some websites for free for some friends, so you could get some experience, get a portfolio. Say, oh yeah, I did that website and did that website. Might be a year or two, but I'd say, looking down the road 10 years from now, think where you're going to be. Nothing wrong with baking unless you like it. Maybe you're doing the baking part-time on the weekends and you're fully employed and you're in Thailand one week and you're in Bali the next, and then maybe you go up to South Korea, because I don't know why you want to go there, but it's there. And you're just programming and living life and you're having a good old time. And then, as long as you stay on your meds or whatever, compare yourself to everybody else in the United States or Australia, the Western world. I have the bipolar, I got a disease, and they just sit there for the entirety of their 79 years of life expectancy on the planet of the woe is meism. You're not doing that. You will have a full, happy life. And I think what you're going to find out is, success or not, it's the challenge of going there and the boxing and all that. You've already, I think, learned that it is the experience and the route you take, the travel itself, not necessarily whether you achieve it or not, because achievement and success is not guaranteed. All right, that's it. Cappy's got to go to Deadwood, South Dakota, and lose some money to the nice casinos over there. We'll see you all later. Toodles.